Defense, 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 as they like to holler at the Orange Bowl. That's the story as the Dolphins win it and are off and flying toward a return trip to the Super Bowl. And you can't have an unbeaten season unless you win the first one. The final score, 20-10.
They said it couldn't be done. There's a popular saying in the NFL that on any given Sunday, any one team can defeat any other team. They said the league was too well balanced, the schedule too long and tough for any team to go all the way undefeated. Then came the autumn of '72, and an incredible football season began. This was the year of the perfect Dolphin.
As the gun sounds, the season ends, the ball game ends on a wild, scrambling note. The Dolphins move into the Hall of Fame.
In 3 short years, Don Shula had brought the Miami Dolphins from ragamuffins to rejects, from moppets to monarchs, from also-rans to autocrats of the football world. Here was a team that finished with a 3-10-1 record in 1969, the year before Shula took the helm. Then in '70, they became the Miracle Dolphins, earning a wild card spot in the playoffs. In '71, the daring young Dolphins went all the way to the Super Bowl before being done in by Dallas. In 1972, they became the Super Dolphins, rewriting the record books along the way to Super Bowl VII. And as I predicted before the season, Don Shula won his 100th coaching victory in the 9th game, 52-0 against the Patriots.
Here to witness what they hope will be the 9th consecutive victory of this season for the only unbeaten team in the NFL, and the big win for Don Shula. He's going for his 100th coaching victory, which will enable him to join 8 other coaches in the NFL ranks, having achieved 100 or more coaching victories during their coaching tenure.
Here was a team, in the truest sense of the word, a perfect blend of offense, defense, special teams, coaching, and management. Those in Miami who followed the Dolphins through the near-miss '71 campaign knew that in 1972, the Dolphins were the team to beat. Looking back on it, the calendar is meaningless. No chronological recounting of the '72 season could ever match the individual memories of each perfect moment. It was a kaleidoscope, a montage of team effort that led the Dolphins to the best perfect season ever. Let the moment transcend time, and let the memory transcend history. Let attorney Nick Bonaconte sum up the case for the defense.
Namath sets his ball club, spins, hands off to Boozer. He hits the right side, no place. He runs into a stone wall. Nick Bonaconte along with Bob Hines. On the snap, Joe Willie looks left, back to throw, fires in the middle. It is intercepted by Bonaconte. Up the 10, he runs for the far sideline, runs it out of bounds at the 16.
Let the no-name witnesses be called. A year ago, this rough and rowdy Miami gang became known as the No-Names. But as '72 wore on, the No-Names became household words. Manny Fernandez.
He spins, tries to get the handoff away. Fernandez comes in and almost steals the ball. He does!
Vern Denherter.
Plunkett drops back to throw, sets up, now being pursued, and he's thrown for a loss. Plunkett, a long count, drops back to throw. He sets up, he swings a pass out, it's intercepted by Denherter. At the 35, the 30, the 25, to the 20. He gets a block to the 15 and is knocked down at the 10-yard line.
On more than one occasion, opposing teams decided that they couldn't penetrate on the ground. They then decided to try to move in the air. To their everlasting sorrow, they discovered that Miami's secondary was as airtight as NASA's command module. Witness Jake Scott.
Now he sets his offensive line. He fakes the handoff, play action. He drops the throw, firing deep down in the right corner. It is going to be intercepted.
Witness Dick Anderson.
Handoff to Garrett, fumbles the ball. It's grabbed in the air by the Dolphins. 35, 20, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for Dick Anderson.
Witness the futility of trying to score against the great Dolphin defense.
Hart dropping back under the goalpost. He sets up the fire. He throws. It is picked off by Foley. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lloyd Mumford, I beg your pardon. Lloyd Mumford is the man who picked it off.
A wise man once said to a mouse trapped inside a mousetrap that the greatest offense is a great defense. And a well-fed mouse once said to a frustrated cheesemaker that the greatest defense is a great offense. And a great football coach once said, The only way to win the Super Bowl is to marry a great defense to a great offense. Begin with the offensive line. Witness Larry Little. Witness Evans, Moore, Crusan. Witness Langer and Kuchenberg.
Handoff to Zonka. Bowls his way into the middle. Gets to the 25 and perhaps to the 26-yard line before he is stacked up. Here's the handoff. Morris starts inside, cuts outside, gets the corner turn at the 40, and he's going to be wrestled to the ground. Bob Kuchenberg out in front, leading the blocking.
Then improve on the dynamic duo of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Take Larry Zonka and a Jim Kick and add a Mercury Morris.
Second and goal from the half-yard line. Handoff goes to Zonka. Through the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphin. Larry Zonka. Here's the handoff. Zonka, big hole, right side. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Carrying tacklers inside the 15, down to the 10. Fumbles the ball. The Patriots, let's see a big scramble for it. Who's got it? Miami's got the ball. Miami's got the ball down to the 9.
On the snap, Reese drops to throw. He fires left. Kick is down there. He's got it. The 2, the 1. He's in for the score.
On the count, hands off to Morris, through a hole on the right side, breaks the tackle to the 15, down to the 10, still going to the 5. He scores!
Here's the handoff to Mercury. 15, 10, 5. He scores! Here's a handoff to Morris. Sweep to the left side. He turns the corner. He's in.
With Zonka and Morris both gaining 1,000 yards and Kick offsetting any presupposed plans of the defense, Miami had a super solid running game. Add to that an aerial circus that would make Barnum and Bailey cringe with shame at quarterbacks Bob Greasy and Earl Morrow.
Greasy sets the ball club. On the snap, drops the throw. He fires the middle. Wide open touchdown is Jim Mandich. The Dolphins have scored. Warfield left, Pulley to the near side. Greasy on the snap. Third down play. He drops the fire. He fires. Pulley, touchdown. Great catch.
Greasy fakes the handoff to Morris. Drops to throw. Sets up, firing deep. Down there is Pulley. It is knocked away. At the 5-yard line. Check it. It was Jim Kick who was down there. Was the deep man. It was knocked away by Bob Howard, the left cornerback. And shaken up on the play is Greasy.
Yeah, it looks like his right ankle, Rick. It may be right here. He may have to go out of the ball game.
We just found out that his right ankle was stepped on by a defensive lineman.
Earl Morrow will go in at quarterback and is already in there. This will be Morrow's first action in this ball game. He has thus far on the season thrown just one pass and has completed it for 23 yards, no TDs or no interceptions. The 17-year veteran. Earl drops to throw. He sets. He is firing the near side. Twilly open. Touchdown, Dolphin! Howard Twilly open down in the near corner. He had the defensive secondary wide open, and Morrow spotted him. He stepped up in the pocket. There's where the experience, the intestinal fortitude come in. He was about to be cracked. He let the pass fly 18 yards. Twilly caught it. Morrill on the snap, drops straight back to throw. He sets up, he is firing down in the corner. Warfield, touchdown, Dolphins! And here come the handkerchiefs. 80,000 strong. Earl fakes the handoff, drops to throw. He pumps, now he's going to run with the ball. 25, 20, 15, he might score. 10, 5, touchdown, Dolphins! How about that for old Bones? I got him out of the rocking chair to play, and he runs one in. From 31 yards out, he pumped the throw and found nobody open, and just broke out of the pocket down the near sidelines and outran everybody else. He was bumped at the goal line, but he got in.
And at receivers, Warfield, Twilly, Stowe, Briscoe, Fleming, and Mandich.
Back to throw on third down is Morrow. Firing deep downfield. Warfield, great catch. He is down, and he's in for the touchdown. And so Warfield,
on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Earl Morrall. Morrall drops back to throw, fires the middle, caught by Warfield. He's in for the touchdown. Here's the pass. Touchdown, Miami. Howard Twilly. And here come the White Handkerchiefs. Just as Twilly did in the earlier ball game at Shea Stadium, he slanted off the far side into the middle. Morrall hit him with a strike, and he got inside quarterback Steve Cannon for the touchdown. He hit him right on the numbers. Delgado with a 3rd down and 10. He drops back to throw. He sets up. He is firing down the far side. Briscoe's got it. 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10. 5. Touchdown. Delgado drops to throw. He is firing deep again. Mandich, 10, 5, touchdown. Jim Delgado found Jim Mandich, the tight end, open in the middle. Hit him with a pass at the 10, and Mandich went in untouched. The Dolphins have now established a new team individual scoring record by racking up 51 points. Your Premian will try to make it 52. The pass play from Delgado to Mandich was 39 yards.
The regular season is over. 14-0. Fantastic, some people said. So what, said others. The real test was yet to come. The playoffs. One perfect season over. The excitement and thrills still freshly implanted in our minds. Yet the fortunes of football's glory games, the playoffs, were yet to come. Coach Don Shula was aware that his #1 quarterback, Bob Greasy, was again healthy and throwing the ball well. But Earl Morrall was playing the best football of his glorious career. In typical Shula fashion, he made his decision to stay with Morrall at the helm, the man who guided the Miami juggernaut for 10 consecutive victories. Here it was, Game 1 of the playoffs, the Orange Bowl overflowing with 80,000-plus diehard Miami fans. They came believing that the consecutive victory number 15 was only 60 minutes away. They were right, but not as easily as they had expected, as the young Cleveland Browns battled to the wire.
Fitz split to the near side. Here is Phipps rolling to his right, fires a pass. It is almost intercepted. It is by the Dolphins' Doug Swift. At the 38-yard line, he caught it on a deflection. Doug Swift came out of the air with the football. Here it is. He gets a good rush. Blocked! Down at the 10, rolling loose. It is recovered by the Dolphins at the 5, picked up and run in for a touchdown.
Charlie Babb, Rick.
Run in by Charlie Babb.
With a solid 10-point lead going into the second half, Miami looked as if victory number 15 was in hand. But young Cleveland quarterback Mike Phipps was not to be denied.
The split back, 2nd down, 5.5. Here's a play fake. Phipps is going to run it. He's circling the right side. He is caught at the 2 and falls into the end zone. Carried the tackler with him for the touchdown. Phipps drops back to throw. Has time. He fires deep. Hooker wide open. He's got a touchdown. Browns. And the Browns tie it up, 13-13. And Morrall on the snap, hands off, kick through the middle. He's got a touchdown. The center of that offensive line, Kuchenberg, Langer, and Little just blocked people up into the nickel seats and kicked Ramble 8 yards right straight ahead for the TD. Yepremian will try the point from placement. Morrall will hold with 4:54 left. The Dolphins now lead 19-14. Here is Phipps dropping back to throw. Setting up, he fires the middle. It is intercepted by the Dolphins. Doug Swift, 20, 25, 30, 35. Touch for the near side. Picks up another block. He is knocked down at the 39-yard line. That was the old ball game, or could be, as Swift picked it off, his second interception of the ball game.
For 40 years, the Pittsburgh Steelers had played hard-nosed football and never won a championship of any kind. Through excellent draft choices, they built themselves into a sound football team. They won the AFC Central Division and ran off with a first-round playoff victory over Oakland. Here were two young, spirited football teams meeting for the AFC Championship and the right to go to the Super Bowl.
First down, Dolphins from the Steeler 49. Here's a play fake. He drops the throw. He is firing down the middle. It is intercepted at 25, 30. Glenn Edwards, 35, 40, 45, and he is into Dolphin territory at the 48-yard line. Bradshaw brings his ball club up. He fakes, runs to his left. He is down at the 3, the 2. He fumbles the ball in the end zone. It is recovered by the Steelers, and it's a touchdown. Dolphin football action continues from Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh with a score. Pittsburgh 7, our Dolphins nothing.
Larry Seipel stepped out of a dream.
Seipel standing back to the Dolphins 35. Now he's going to run with the ball. 50, 45, 40, 35 to the 30, down to the 25 to the 20, the 15, and he's out of bounds, down at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins running out of fake punt formation. Larry Seipel was the ball carrier, and he picked up a first down as he rambled some 38 yards down to the 12-yard line. We had a dream earlier this week in which he ran 81 yards for a touchdown. He didn't quite make it on that play, but at least he ran it. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Morrill dropping back to throw. He lobs one. It is caught by Zonka at the 5. Gets off a tackler and goes in for a touchdown. Larry Zonka, who has not been thrown to hardly at all this year. Going into the ball game, he caught 5 passes for 48 yards on the season. And Zonka got around the tackler at the 5-yard line, and as the receiver, just rambled into the end zone for the touchdown. That is his first TD as a pass receiver this year.
Trailing 10-7 in the third period, head coach Don Shula made his move. Greasy replaced Morrill and immediately sparked the Dolphins to a come-from-behind victory, their 16th.
Third down and 6, Dolphins from their 24-yard line. Greasy, the quarterback, drops back to throw. He sets up. He fires the middle. Warfield's got it. 35, 40, 45, 50. Down to the 40, 35 to the 30. He's dragged down from behind at the Steeler 25-yard line. Greasy at the quarterback spot. He drops. Now he pitches the kick. Down to the right side. Cuts back to his left. He's got a touchdown. Jim Kick, as he got a good block and cut back on the sweep to his right, cut back to his left, and just vaulted into the end zone, and the Dolphins march 80 yards. Greasy, the quarterback, up under center, barks the signals, hands off the kick, starts outside, cuts inside. He rams in for the touchdown. Jim Kick over the left side. He started outside, slanted back to his right, and rammed a tackler just into the end zone for the TD. Second down and a foot. Bradshaw sets his ball club. He fakes the handoff, drops the throw. He fires in the middle. He's caught by Young at the 45. He gets down to the Dolphins 40, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, and even further than that, Al Young. Bradshaw drops deep again. He is setting up, firing in the middle. It is caught by Shanklin at the 15, knocked down at the 13-yard line. 3 out of 3 for Bradshaw, and he is moving him in a hurry. Here's another pass. Young grabs it at the 5. Great catch, touchdown. Third down and 19, and here is the big play of the football game right here. For Pittsburgh, Bradshaw sets his club. He drops the throw. He sets up. He is being rushed now. Is he going to run with the ball? He's being pursued out of the scramble. Firing back in the middle. It is intercepted by Bonacani at the 50, 45. He is going to be dragged down by the Steelers at their 47-yard line. Nick Bonacani.
Super Bowl 7 was a study in contrast. The oldest team in the NFL versus the youngest. George Allen had built his Redskins into a championship contender by acquiring older veteran players for future draft choices. Allen had worked a miracle in Washington, similar to what Shula had done in Miami. He turned a loser into a winner almost overnight. The Redskins were an emotional team that experts liked by one slim point to win Super Bowl 7. But Miami had one crucial factor in their favor. They had been here before and lost. They knew what the pressure was all about, and this time were determined to win.
Kick and Zonka remain the split backs and behind Greasy. Greasy looks over the defense, hands to Kick, sweeps to the right side, gets across the 40, up to the 45 to the 48-yard line. Goes Jim Kick. Greasy drops the throw, firing for Warfield. He's open. He's got it. 35 out of bounds at the Redskins 33-yard line. Bob drops the throw. He sets up. He is firing for Twilley. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. Howard Twilley. And here come the white handkerchief. 28-yard touchdown pass. Greasy to Twilley. Fake pitch. Greasy drops deep to throw. Flag down. He is firing deep. Warfield's got it. At the 10, the 5, touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. Back up the 50-yard line. The Dolphins lose a touchdown on it. Warfield was wide, smack dab open. Kilmer with a long count at the line of scrimmage on the snap. He drops a couple of steps back, gets a good rush, fires, picked off. By Boulder County, 45, 50, 45 to the 40, 35 to the 30. He's run out of bounds at the Washington 25-yard line. Greasy drops to throw. He sets up. He is firing in the corner. Mandich. He makes a tremendous catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. Out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Holy Toledo, what a play. Kick into the middle. And it's going to be very close. Touchdown. Miami. Here come the handkerchiefs. The Dolphins really should be out in front 24-0, and now it's 14. Jim kick behind the Sundance Kid.
Although the score was only 14-0 at the half, Miami had totally dominated the contest. Bill Kilmer tried to light the Redskins' fire in the second half with ball control marches. And the Dolphins' defense bent, but never broke.
3rd down and 6. He drops to throw. He sets. He fires the middle. Intercepted in the end zone. Jake Scott 5, 10, 15 to the 20, 25, 30. He might go. 35, 40. And he's dragged down from behind at the 50-yard line.
In fact, the Miami defense was so solid all afternoon that the only way the Redskins could get on the board was with a lot of luck on a freak play.
A 42-yard attempt by Yepremian. Snap, set down. The kick is blocked. Rolling loose on the field. It is picked up by Garrow. He tries to throw a pass. Deflected in the air. Grabbed by Bass. 40, 35, 30. He's going to score. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Mike Bass. And the Washington specialty teams get their club on the board and make it a new ball game. Just as we were raving about a victory here with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go, Garrow had the football, and it looked from here as if he tried to throw a forward pass with it.
In the closing minutes, Miami crunched the Redskins into submission, walked off with the Super Bowl, and the greatest record of any team in the history of the NFL.
4th down. Here is Kilmer back to throw. He is caught, and he is dropped back at the 17-yard line. Den Herder and Stanfill all over him, and that could be the old ball game. This defense has just been magnificent today. The only touchdown that was scored was by the specialty teams of the Redskins, and that could have turned it around, but the defense just took it away from them. The clock is moving now. The clock is moving. They're not going to get a playoff. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The Dolphins have won Super Bowl 7, have completed the greatest season in NFL history. And that is going to be the end of the ball game as the Dolphins have won it by a score of 14-7. The white handkerchiefs come out. The final score are Miami Dolphins 14 as they are mobbed by a ton of people at center field. The Washington Redskins 7.
This is Lou Kriegmer down here with Don Shula, the coach of the year, the guy that put together a team that put together a 17-0 record. Congratulations, Don.
Thank you, Lou, and I'm just so proud of what happened today. Our football team deserves to be the world's champs, and that's exactly what they are. And there aren't any teams that have ever won the world championship and won everything else too. And so I think that this football team will now be recognized for their accomplishments.
Don, did you think at the beginning of the season, beginning of the preseason up there at training camp, that you had a winner such as this?
Well, you probably don't know me that well. I have faith in the people that I'm working with, and each day we go out with the idea of winning. And so that's what it's all about. And the fact that you accomplish that really doesn't surprise you. And when you win, you're not surprised. And when you win 5 in a row, you don't act surprised that you won 5 in a row. You're thinking about winning the 6th. And that's the approach that I've always had.
Well, Don, congratulations on a great year.
Thank you.